Hey guys, my name is Jeremy, and today I want to just go ahead and show you guys how I wet shave my face, and hopefully it's kind of helpful to all the beginners out there as I will commentate what I'm doing. I've been wet shaving for about a year now, and this is going to be my routine, so without further ado, I'll just show you guys. First things first, I always shave with cold water just because I figure that it kind of reduces the irritation on my face, so I'm going to go ahead and get my face wet with cold water. I'm going to be using strictly cold water, so let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, so my face nice and wet. It also kind of is nice and refreshing to like wet your face. I'm using this Vikings blade, a synthetic brush here. And for today's lather, I'm going to be using the Proraso white that comes in the soap. I've been using it for a bit, so you can see it's been kind of used. But what I like to do is I wet the brush a little bit, as well as put a little bit of water in the soap, just to get it nice and like, you know, nice and wet right on both the brush and the soap. Turn off the water here, and what I do is I kind of just go swirl around 30 seconds or so, just within the bowl itself, right? I'm making very nice thick lather here, and I'm putting a little bit of pressure in it, and you can see a little bit of soap kind of spilling out. But sometimes I know that the lather is ready when the soap goes all the way down to the knots. So until about like this much, you can clearly tell that the soap has gone all the way down to like reach the bottom of this knot here. I've even got some like spilling, and you can see the bottom of the knot is fairly white. That's when I know the soap is about ready. And when it's ready, I'm gonna wet my face a little bit because I've been talking and it's getting dry. And for this video, I'm gonna be doing like a face lather. People do bowl lathers, people do palm lathers, which is fairly new. Not really new, but least the popular. And people do a face lather, which is what I'm gonna be doing. So with my brush loaded, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of dig into my face here and start swirling in about circular motions. So you can see here that I'm working it in my face, swirling it around. And most definitely you don't want to shave with this because it's extremely dry, right? You want to, I'm adding just a little tap of water here to my brush. Shake it off a little bit, keep lathering. You'll know it's ready when there's like a little sheen to it. Again, still way too dry. Adding more water to the brush, shake it off a little bit, adding it to my face. General rule is that it's good to add more water. Still fairly dry, add more water. It's getting there, it's thinning out a little bit, but you can tell the lather is getting less dry when there's a sheen to it. A sheen to the finish. But it just feels more hydrated, more slick. So I think it's about ready now. But again, your mileage may vary, and I'm just painting it on my face now that I've kind of made. And I'm gonna save this brush for later. I know it's a little bit messy. You can see it's kind of dripping on my hand, but you know, it is what wet shaving is, right? So I have the lather on my face, wash my hands here a little bit. And for today's razor of choice, today's razor blade and razor of choice, here I have the Merkur 39C. It is a slant razor, and I find it to be very, very forgiving. And inside of it are Gillette Nassets. So they're Nassets here. I don't know if you can see them, but Gillette Nassets, really nice razor blade, very sharp. And I would recommend it to any beginner. I know a lot of people would say start with Astra Superior Platinums, but those are a little bit mild for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. You wanna find a 30-degree angle with your razor and kind of just go at it. So 30 degree, no pressure at all. Let the weight of the razor do the work, as everybody says. So you can see here I'm going with the grain. I don't want to go over the spots that I've passed. I don't want to do too many passes without like lather, obviously. Going to the other side. And you can hear it just chopping down the hair. You can see a good amount of hair here on my brush, on my razor, on the back of it. I'm gonna flip it Go towards the mustache area. And it's good to stretch out your face and make like facial expressions to kind of, you know, maximize that surface area and make it as flat as possible, right? You kind of want to stretch the skin a little bit so you don't get like ingrown hairs. The chin area for me is a little bit sensitive, so that's why I'm going like in short strokes. It's good to go in short strokes to begin with too. So it isn't like you're not tugging on anything. Short strokes are the way to go for minimal irritation. Okay, now that I'm done with my first pass, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse my razor again, making sure all that soap and the gunk is out of it. So here's how it looks like now. You can see it's rinsed. And what I wanna do is go for a second pass. So I'm gonna go ahead and wet my face again and wash off kind of like all the slather I have. Okay, now with my face still decently wet and I have a little bit of soap, I'm gonna go ahead and reuse the brush and go ahead and go at it again. This time for the second pass. There you go. Nice and foamy and feels pretty slick. Got my nice razor here. I like to go with the grain for the first time. And then from here I'm gonna go across the grain, okay? Flipping my razor, getting clumped. Okay. Very nice. I like it. No signs of irritation so far. But again, it depends on your skin. So now, after the second pass, I usually just do a 2-pass shave. Rinse off my razor. I'm gonna rinse off my face real quick now. Now with my face all rinsed, I'm gonna go ahead and get an alum block. So what this does is that it helps, it's like an astringent. It helps like seals cuts and nicks and basically does like an antiseptic, antiseptic things. I'm not really too familiar, but you know you're doing good when this doesn't sting on your face after, which it thankfully doesn't right now. No stinging. No stinging on this side, no stinging on this side. Chin area, no stinging. It feels like I'm just literally just like dragging a block on my face. So very good, no stinging. You know, 1 round or 2 of the alum block. The brush, I've already used it twice, so thank you for your service, brush. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it off as well. As with brush dripping wet, usually just shake it, right? You wanna just shake it. I'm gonna do it over the sink, obviously, not on all over my mirrors and my camera. Grab a towel. Kind of just dry up your face. Last but not least, what I do is I put a little bit of toner. I have it in the spray container, but really it's just this Thayer's one. This is not travel size in case I travel. I just kind of put in this like travel container, but these two are the same thing. I use Thayer's. It's a nice like, it helps with your pores after shaving. It also helps like not get irritation and just overall improves your face complexion, right? So go ahead and spray a little bit of it on my face here. It's all over really, being generous with it. Closing it up, clean hands, rubbing it all over your face like so. And last but not least, your favorite aftershave balm. I use the Nivea Men's Sensitive Soothing. So do many other people, but there's other good ones out there. I know a lot of people make different ones like Proraso. Proraso makes an aftershave balm, but just getting a little bit, rubbing it all over my hands and just applying it like so. No irritation whatsoever. Perfect shave. Try to get it every time. And I try to space out a day or 2 between shaves just so my skin can regenerate a bit, heal a little bit. You know how it goes, right? You don't want to shave every day. You're like shaving off your skin every day. That's about it, really. Real nice shaving. Pretty close. And again, as a beginner, and even for me, right? I want to chase a comfortable shave, not always the best, you know, baby's bottom smooth shave, but make sure it's comfortable. Make sure it just didn't bother you throughout the day. As long as it looks good, looks clean. That's what you're really going for. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned a little bit of something. Hope you enjoyed watching me shave a little bit, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.